Can you mute it for a second?
I'll put it up close to
So welcome one and welcome all, baby. Don't forget that this is the people's channel. I don't know how to do this. I don't where's the camera? Okay. Am I looking in the camera? I don't know, but let's turn the camera around because it's Sip&See Sunday with Fab Pal Darrell. And I just wanted to show you guys my first Cattleya Rebloom. I'm still undecided as far as whether or not I'm, actually excited or is this a cry for help? But it is a beautiful bloom. It took quite a while for it to open up. It was really creepy looking as it opened up. I mean, I was really terrified of it. It looked like an alien. And I mean, girl, I really thought it was dead. But next thing I knew, it opened up. So I wish I can turn the flash on for you. The name is Feather Ray Misty Blue. It does not have a fragrance to it, not that I have smelled. It's an orchid that is by Better Grow. It was one of those bag babies. I've had it for 2 years. Hey, Fel Pal Crystal, thank you so much for your unconditional support. I'm sorry, we didn't do Sip and See Saturday, but we are doing Sip and See Sunday, and I just wanted to briefly, show you my Cattleya, which is first to rebloom. On YouTube, it does not allow you to use the flash, so I'm sorry that this might not be adequate lighting. But I wanted you guys to see that it has black rot, and this happened to it when it was outdoors. Thank you, Foul Pal Crystal. I don't know. I don't know. This is my first Cattleya bloom, so I don't know. I don't know. It has to grow on me because this is completely different from the Phalaenopsis blooms. So it has to grow on me. I would tell you it is definitely more caloric or translucent, if you will, in person. And when it's in direct sunlight versus, just my indoor light. But as I was saying, this black rot happened to it when it was outdoors. I brought it back indoors in September. It's potted in that blend from repotme.com, Ontario blend, I believe. Thank you, Fal Pal Crystal. Thank you, thank you. And this happened outdoors when we were going through one of those hurricanes this year, and it did spread. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Orchids for Dummies. Okay, honey, the people's channel. So, okay, so this happened outdoors. I did not do any slicing or dicing. And this is not the only, bloom to come if she decides to live and not die. I will explain what I mean in just a moment. You can see another sheath over here. Now, what was so interesting about this is it did not come out of a sheath. Thank you, Felpel Caillou. It did not come out of a sheath. It just was like a bud, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not the Cattleya queen. So, this is a sheath right here. I have another sheath that is down here. So those are the only two other sheaths to my understanding. We're going to go through her. I just wanted you guys to see that I did not do any slicing and dicing. And I want you guys to, have documentation that yes, she is suffering from that black rot. Even over here, I mean, it was almost every day a part of her would fall off. This right here is what is the most active right now. Everything else seemed to had dried up and died back naturally, and a lot of people said to cut this, and I agree. I agree. I mean, if I was myself, I would cut it too. But I'm not the slicing and dicing queen, so Before I got the slicing and dicing, I would actually do some repotting that I did not get that I have not had a chance to do all season. Okay, so one thing that I want new beginners to understand about the Cattleyas is um, try to, after it blooms, I would recommend turning it around. Like people that grow house plants, they would turn them around, which we know as far as the Phalaenopsis grower, that's a big no. But with the Cattleya, I would suggest after blooming to turn it around. That way, it won't have so much growing out of the pot. You know what I mean? So she does have new growth, and she is pot bound. So there's some new growth that is right there, and I have some new growth right here as well, which is very close to this black rot. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated, but you got to stay tuned. Now, when this black rot first started, because this is my first time dealing with black rot on a Cattleya, it started off like this. I don't want to scare you guys to have you slicing and dicing everything. I said that to say this, that this is just water damage, droplets of water that sat on the leaves and perhaps got too cold and caused a bacteria infection. Now, it did not spread because the orchid handled it by its own, the same way we do when we get sick and we don't take any medication. Now, if we get a cold, not necessarily we're going to die if we don't take medication. So this is really for new beginners. If you are already advanced or an expert grower, good for you. But all of my new growers, I want you guys to know not to be so quick to slice and dice. It's I brought my orchids in September. It is now November the 2nd, okay, the day before election. Thank you so much, Fal. Thank you so much, Fal Pal Caillou. Now, I did want to brace you guys for a little bit of heartache. So this no judgment zone, but I just it's bad news. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you bad news. No bad news. I'm not gonna tell you. But I did have another orchid that I wanted to show you. Let me get up. Of course, I wanted you guys to see my clean aquarium. Yes, honey, my clean aquarium. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. It's peace and harmony. So I did want to I did want to show you guys this my parrot fish right here. His name is Phoenix, one of my absolute favorite fish. My husband said he looked online to see why she had the black streakings, and he said one of the reasons that she had the black streaking is because she is under stress, according to Google. So I just wanted to know, honey, this election got a lot of people anxious, including the fish, including Mother Nature. Mother Nature doesn't know what to do. Tomorrow when we wake up, I don't know how to do the camera this way, but tomorrow when we wake up, it's going to be 30 degrees here in Alabama. So, 30 degrees here in Alabama is like 0 degrees to, I don't know, but girl, we don't do it. So this is the last orchid that I wanted to show you guys before we all go to bed. Of course, this is my Phalaenopsis Schilleriana, okay, with the Philippines, okay, and this is my orchid from Hauserman. I wanted to show you guys that this beautiful doll that is still potted up, okay, still potted up in the pot from Hauserman, she now is growing a spike. She is growing a spike, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's a happy camper. She's a happy camper. I've only had this orchid for a few months, not very long at all. And this leaf that's right here was grown in my care. It was a little nub that was sent to me, but now the leaf has grown. I think it took about a week, not a week, but probably 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden she got the spike. Well, not all of a sudden. I was trying to initiate spiking in some of my lazy indoor orchids, and she, in fact, was one of the ones to, you know, spike for me. And so I'm really excited as this is my favorite orchid. I have a lot of spiking going on. Um, I think that might be a root, but I definitely have. No, this might be a. Hold on. I can't tell without the flash. It looked like, yeah, and ah, is that a spike? I think if it's not, yeah, that's a spike. That's a spike. Let me see. It's a spike. I know you can't see it through the camera. It does look like a root, but it's a spike. And if it's not a spike, I have a few other Sogos that is in spike, darling. And this is another orchid that is still in the original pot. And as you can see, she did bloom. So I'm just showing new beginners, honey, because you know you watching these other channels, and girl, you going out like, oh my God, I gotta repot my orchid. Girl, who said that? No, you don't. No, you don't. If you can repot it, go ahead. But honey, girl, you'll have better success as a new beginner by just leaving it alone, honey. You don't want to repot it, honey, until till she start to die. That's when I would, that's when I would repot it. But I understand as a new beginner or a new grower, you're so excited to be able to participate in this hobby. But if you want to enjoy beautiful blooms, the best thing that you can do is leave it alone. Now, this is a Schilleriana or Schilleriana. I guess this might supposedly be the same type of orchid, but this is from the Louisiana Orchid Connection on eBay. And I just wanted you to see the difference because you would quite often see this a lot of times on eBay versus, you know, growing from a reputable grower. So this is their Schilleriana, and I was so excited because they had a cakey. But girl, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And she's still in the original pot too. Mama don't have time to repot. Okay. Mama just don't have time. Mama is still a new grower, and mama is going to live in her new growerness. Okay. So I wanted you to see the difference from Hauserman, and you can get this orchid. She has two varieties of it. If you did not know, the Schilleriana actually comes in different varieties as well as the Sogo, meaning that it would have the same foliage, but the blooms would be different. And it was only $25. The other is $29. So if you guys are looking for a beautiful foliage Phalaenopsis orchid, they are on sale right now. They don't come in bloom, but this is the blooming season for them. So if you get one right now, they're very cheap compared to Norman's. Norman's Schilleriana is going to cost you $65. Okay, so honey, plus shipping. Plus shipping, yes, God. So you don't want to do it. You want to go get the orchids from Hauserman and get it while it's not in spike and while it's still, you know, cool temperatures. You can still get that spike to grow for you in your care. So, Fab Pals, I hope that you enjoyed this Sip&See Sunday with Fab Pal Darrell. Honey, I don't know how this camera go. I don't know. But be looking forward to, it's weird. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Look at the orchids. But please stay tuned Monday, tomorrow, as we have Monday Motivation. I love you guys so much. Enjoy each other. And until next time, darling. Until next time.